Daddy,
Yes, sir.
can you explain to people when you say that people will be in love with your hand but not your heart?
Oh man. Oh man. People that fall in love with your hand and not your heart. You know, Word for Day family, I want to always thank y'all for tuning in. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm getting your question, Dion, but I'm gonna prophesy. He said you have not, you act now. I'm asking. Father, I'm asking you in your mighty name. People, I'm telling y'all, we gonna be at 1,000,000 views very shortly. And after we cross the 1,000,000 views, we're gonna be up to 11 million. And Word for the Day is gonna be one of the biggest ministry this planet Earth has ever seen. Because my pulpit is this whole world. This whole world. Not a building per se yet, but right now my pulpit is this whole world. And anybody can hear from the sound of my voice, my disciple will recognize my voice. I work for the Heavenly Father. So I just want to share that with everybody. And then what was your question again?
You said that people being more in love with your hand and not your heart.
Ooh, be more in love with your hand. Like, there's a lot of people out here. The question Dean asked me was, I told him a lot of people fall in love with your hand and not your heart. There's a lot of people, sometimes family, you be nice, you get them things, you call yourself, I'm being a good brother, I'm being a good cousin, I'm being a good husband, you giving them things, but they see that and they are in love with your hand. They're not in love with your heart. And you do things for them, and then now you need them, and they ain't nowhere around because you don't understand. They don't hate you, but they weren't per se in love with you. They was in love with your hand. They like the things you gave them. So at times, the most powerful thing, the most powerful word we can say to people is no. You can't say no enough. Sometimes telling people no, it helps you know people better. Let me say it again for somebody sitting in the back row that didn't hear me. Sometimes the most important thing you can say is no. Because some people need to be told no. If you always tell people yeah, they're going to expect you to say yeah. And when you say no, they will get upset. But if you interject a no without a reason, just because, then that's going to train their mind when they ask for something. There's a chance he or she might say no. So no is a powerful word, people. Some people overcommit themselves, being a part of this, being a part of that, because they can't say no. No is a very important word. We need to learn to say that because the truth is, just like my son said, some people fall in love with your hand and not your heart. And you got to know that. You got a user, oh man. Reggie told me something. Reggie, if you listen, I'm going to give you a props. Reggie, no look. He told me something. Mr. You, he said, a giver will have everything. A taker won't have shit. Let me say it again for somebody in the back row. I'm being frank with my language because I want to say it like it was told to me. Reggie no little told me, say, Mr. You, a giver will have everything. A taker won't have shit. Because see, a giver got to have boundaries. You know why? You know why a giver got to have boundaries? Because a taker don't have none. Let me say it again. I know it flew somebody's head. Let me say it again. I'm going to take off my hat because I want y'all to hear me. A giver got to have boundaries. You know why? Because takers don't have none. Takers don't have none. A taker will use you on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and use you again on Monday. A taker don't have no boundary. A taker don't go to bed feeling guilty. A taker will take you over and over again. You got to set boundaries. Because if you don't set boundaries and you let folks use you, woe unto you. That's word for the day.
Yes, sir.